So percussion. Let's turn these off. Cool. Let's just see what I've done. Oh, I haven't done any processing. So these samples were ones that I really liked. And they were probably like already processed samples, like they do exist, processed samples. And it's something more of a background element to the drums to make it sound more interesting. So it's not just kick, snare, kick, snare. This is what I do just to spice up the rhythm a bit. So yeah, I'm using it to spice up the rhythm. So I saturate things slightly. Also, this bit of saturation is actually doing quite a lot. So you can hear it actually sticks through a bit more, and it's not even doing that much. So I'm going to A-B it again. Wait. Off. On. So yeah, the saturation is just adding a bit, like just adding to the harmonics, and I feel like it really helps making the kick and snare and the percussion sound like they belong together. And the also pan, so this is just to make it interesting. And I toned it down once I really set the also pan, just to give room. Just to give room to the center, because the kick and snare's in the center. I really want the percussion to kind of dance around the center. Then I re-level it at the end. So it sounds a bit too up front. So minus 3.5 dB. The kick and snare stay forward, and the percussion is literally just pushed back just through the volume. So yeah, you just use volume. You can use volume to push things forward and back in the mix. Top tip. All right, last percussion. So here, got the hi-hat. So I've got the stem. So let's just talk about the group. So there's no processing on this group. It's because I didn't want the hi-hat or this percussion element to be affected by the auto pan, so I put it in a separate group. Bit weird. Not very normal technique. But yeah, my music's weird. There you go. So imagine this is, so the percussion has its own rhythm, and this is just another, this is like a polyrhythm, so it's a different rhythm on top of another rhythm. And the reason why some of the hi-hats aren't coming through is because it's ducked out in the not kick snare. So yeah, it's very obvious that they're two separate rhythms from the perc and the hi-hat. Also, the hi-hat is actually slightly to the left here. So it's consistently on the left, while the percussion is going left and right. So there's still space in the middle for the kick and snare. So yeah, you can use another top tip, so using panning to create space for other elements, so nothing really gets in the way. But let's go through the processing of the hi-hat. So maybe, yeah, it was too apparent in the mix. So by removing the transient, well, not removing the transient, but altering the transient, I've got well, it basically just turns. Not only does it turn the hi-hat down because it is a very quick sound, it also pushes it back in the mix because the transient's gone. It's not like turning it down by itself. It's really a bit deeper than that because it's a compressor and not a gain knob. So cool, that just adds interest. This is on the second part of the first part of the drop. And then I've got the stem. So I've got a reverb plugin here. Spark verb. This is just so it's 100% like mixed in with the reverb. So it's basically just the output of the reverb. You can't really hear this, but it adds interest. I don't want to because it's a very simple drum beat. Adding interest is actually can get quite hard. But this was too apparent, so I added lots of reverb, just so I added more of an atmosphere feel to it. But adding a lot more interest than the layers in the Atmos group, which is down here. So yeah, and I turned it down quite a lot because it seemed very apparent to begin with. And then, then the reverb came through, in which pushed it back in the mix even further. Okay, so that's everything. That's the kick and snare. Oh, and percussion. And the stem drums from the build. Right, let's add the drop elements so you hear it all together. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, when I talk about the drop section. He's off. Bye guys.
You grabbed the letter again? No, he didn't.
No.
You don't have any,
Oh, they're gonna ram us.
Here they come.
Let's shoot them.
Yep, I got cannon
full
shots.
holes. Somebody shit that on their ship. Fuck, I don't have any cannonballs. They have nothing on the lower deck on ours. Nobody got on their boat though.
I'm gonna get on. I'm on their boat.
Full fucking
I'm on their
sail.
boat. I'm on their boat.
Can't try to defend holes if they got them. I'm raising sails so we can turn.
Alright, turning to the left.
They didn't know I came on.
Good, hide in the bottom.
I'm hiding on the side.
Excuse me.
I'm sure they're almost out of cannonballs now. They put a lot of shots into us. I'm gonna start repairing second floor.
Alright.
Tell me when you want me to
Let me
start
know when
killing
we get
them.
cannon shots.
Alright,
Will
keep
do.
turning.
I'm hiding on their boat. Should I go in their crows? Should I just aim for their
Oh,
crows?
just stay there. Just sit
Alright,
tight.
cool.
Dottie.
You have cannon shots. You should have cannon shots now. They're gonna ram into us though.
It's fine, let's film 4 holes before they ram into us.
Well, when they're just about to ram, tell me when they're just about to ram. Are they on cannons? I'll shoot them off.
No, don't. Johnny, just worry about holes. Don't worry about killing them. Just worry about holes. Go ahead and
There's
go
a
down
lot
below deck.
I'm
Alright,
out of
cool.
cannonballs. I'm going.
Go down below deck.
Doing it. killed
Watch out
one.
for the boat on ours.
Someone just jumped on her now.
I shot him.
We
He's
didn't
coming
get,
down.
we didn't get
He's
any
coming down.
personal holes.
No one's.
Defend their stuff.
Yeah, I am.
He's dead. Guy on our ship's dead.
They're still trying to get into our boat right now.
It's fine.
They're taking water, we're not.
Shall I go help?
Defending the holes. Yeah, go ahead and defend their holes. We're good.
I killed
right
one. Yeah, I'm defending the holes.
now. Go defend their holes. Drop their anchor.
I dropped their anchor already.
Okay.
Only get their bananas.
They're done.
Then they're done. Oh my god. Nice. Get their supplies, get their supplies. They're done, they're done.
Alright, they're still gonna spawn there, though,
Alright.
so. Because rare is fucking awesome.
Go
One
that.
spawn,
They got a chest.
Let's get out.
one's coming towards our boat.
It's fine. We're moving. Very slowly, but we're moving.
They're swimming towards the boat now. There's one behind
Oh,
you
I
guys.
black screened. One guy shot me and I black screened.